Is there a woman that you want back in your life right now? Well, I'm Michael Fiore, and I'm going to show you how to force your ex-girlfriend or wife to want to get back together with you by rewinding your ex's brain to how it was before the breakup, bringing back her devoted, loving, passionate thoughts and feelings for you, even if right now she wants nothing to do with you. What I'm about to show you is like taking a time machine to when you two were getting along perfectly, when she saw you as the man of her life that she was absolutely devoted to. Do you remember how it felt when you and her had a beautiful, blissful relationship with wild sex, passion, fun, and were just enjoying life so much more? It can be that way again, and very soon, if you listen to what I am about to tell you in this short, free presentation. I know you probably think your breakup situation is special, but believe me, I've almost certainly coached men like you in the exact same situation before. I want you to know that this will work no matter how long you've been broken up, whether she dumped you or if you made the mistake of letting her go. It will work even if you've cheated on her or have done something unforgivable. And this method will get her back even if she's made it clear she never wants to see you again. I know what it's like to be on the receiving end of a breakup because I've been there myself. It's absolutely awful. Sometimes it comes out of nowhere and feels like a nasty kick to the gut. You don't know how things went wrong so fast. You didn't even know things were wrong until it's too late. Out of nowhere, you get blindsided with her telling you it's over. No chance to talk things out. No chance to fix things. And there are other times when you can see a breakup coming over time, and that can make it even worse. You can see her growing more distant, getting colder each day, touching you less and less, losing interest in sex with you. And even if you ask what's wrong, she says nothing. It's like a razor blade, slowly peeling away at your heart, making it more raw each day, with that gnawing feeling that the end is near, that there's nothing you can do about it, until the final day where she finally admits she doesn't love you anymore, and she's gone. Whether she gives you a reason or not, you never feel like you have the full story. You're not sure if she's leaving you for another guy or if she's just not attracted to you anymore. You don't know if maybe you weren't good enough in bed or if you just said something wrong that hurt her feelings. If you're mad at her, you have a right to be, because most likely she did not tell you when she realized the relationship was in trouble. And if she did, she almost certainly did not tell you what was really wrong. And afterward, you're left to pick up the pieces of your life, trying to move on with no real closure while still feeling absolutely destroyed. And it just gets worse. No matter how you try to move on, whether it's by dating other people or escaping with alcohol, TV, or drugs, you just can't get her out of your head. You can't escape that nauseous feeling that she was the one for you, that there can be no one else who makes you feel so loved and special, that there's no woman on the planet that you can see yourself spending the rest of your life with. And the scary part is, you might be right. She may be the best match for you on this entire earth. And once she's gone, you'll never find someone like her again. She's irreplaceable. And you can't help feel that crushing regret, that nasty churn in your gut, that feeling that maybe, just maybe, you could have done something to prevent it. And to make matters worse, it's affecting every other area of your life too. You're not focused at work. Your health is getting worse. You're not eating right or exercising like you did before. And if you had a smoking habit, chances are it's back. But it doesn't have to be that way. Not anymore. You don't have to be in pain anymore. And you don't even have to get over her. You can have her back, and very soon, by following a method that literally rewinds her brain to the time when she was fully and completely in love with you. But you first need to know why nothing you've tried to get her back has worked so far. Most likely you've made some effort on your own to get back together with her by calling her, sending her texts, telling her how you feel, and nothing has worked. And there is a very big reason why all that has failed, and why she won't even listen to you when you try to work things out with her, why she won't even give you a chance to make things right. And it's because her brain has completely changed from when you two were in love. It's impossible for her to see you the same way she did before. If you could see an X-ray or CAT scan of her brain now versus when you two were together, you'd swear you were looking at two different women. Yes, her brain wiring, her neural pathways, and her cognitive filters are all radically different from when you were dating. So when she looks at you, she is biologically unable to feel those warm, loving, and passionate feelings she used to have for you. I'll show you how this works right here. Let's say we put her feelings for you on a graph, and imagine this graph covers the entire time you've known her. You could say this is when she first met you. This is when she got to know you better and start liking you. And here's where she fell deeply in love with you and couldn't imagine being with anyone else. Here's where you had a little fight and recovered. Over here is where you had a big fight and tried to patch things up. And here's where it started to go downhill and she lost interest and affection for you, to where you are now, being absolutely worthless in her eyes while she looks for a man to fill your shoes. No matter how wonderful things were with her a few months or years before, she's looking at you now as if things are awful and always have been awful. Can you see why trying to fix the relationship from over here is never going to work? It's impossible. She can't love you when she's picturing you through this filter of, he's not good enough for me. But there is a solution. Using text messages, you're going to hit the rewind button and take your ex-girlfriend or wife on a mental time machine. So she remembers you from here instead, when things were great, when she loved you with all of her heart and couldn't imagine ever leaving you, and can only see you as a wonderful man she has spent the best times of her life with. So when she finally asks you to be her boyfriend again, you will not be talking to the same woman you are today. You'll be talking to the woman you fell in love with before the breakup, before things got difficult, before all this anguish and heart-wrenching drama. When she's looking at you from this place, she is still in love with you, and it's as if the breakup never happened. Her brain still has in its records how it felt to be totally in love with you. And all you have to do is get her to re-experience all these feelings in the present moment, so she can't help but fall head over heels for you again. When she sees you from this place, then her getting back together with you is a no-brainer. How could she not want to be with you again if she's feeling this way about you? So all you have to do is follow my method called Text Your Ex Back, which triggers her to relive and desperately want back the best times you two had. You make her vividly re-experience what it was like to have you as the man she completely trusted, fantasized about, and loved, to the point where her mind literally cannot process living without you, and she has to have you back in her life. Now, how do you get started tonight in getting her back? Well, you have a challenge, because most likely your girlfriend or wife does not want to hear from you right now. She doesn't want to get back together, and she will be actively resisting any advance you make. She has made a decision and she doesn't want to second guess herself. So if she has the slightest suspicion that you are trying to get her to fall for you again, she will shut you down. So you have to be very, very careful in how you do this. This is why the under-the-radar method in Text Your Ex Back is so important. You're very lucky, because up until recently, this process would be nearly impossible to do. Because if your ex didn't want to talk with you on the phone or meet you in person, there is no way you could trigger these feelings in her again. But since you can send her text messages from your phone, that changes everything. For one, she has to read every text you send. She can delete your emails and voicemails, decline your call, but at this point, we don't have any way to really ignore a text message from someone. Her phone won't even let her pretend it didn't happen. So using your cell phone, you can gently prop the door open with a text message, and then you use the Text Your Ex Back method to get her to start reliving the times when she felt most in love with you, so she can't resist asking or even pleading with you to take her back. See, it has to be her idea. She can't think she's giving you another chance, or you'll end up right back to where you were before. But there's even more to it than that. You can even use text messages to inject sexual subconscious suggestions, building intense desire in her to feel your body against hers. So she starts remembering what it was like to have you as a powerful lover, the only lover she could ever want. Trust me, from the thousands of women I've talked to, at the peak of their romantic relationship, their man is covering all their sexual needs. So sending her these sexual heat-generating texts will not only make her want your body again, but it will act as a powerful insulator against other men who are trying to have sex with her right now. This is how you keep other men from fucking her until you get her back. If you want to start the process of getting back your wife or girlfriend tonight, you can do it in the push of a button. When you register for Text Your Ex Back, the only proven system to get your ex-wife or girlfriend to fall in love with you again by rewinding her brain to see you as she did when she was completely in love with you. In Text Your Ex Back, you'll learn the across-the-bow tactic to rapidly reestablish friendly contact, so you have a clean slate and can open the door to open communication. This is incredibly important if your last moment together was on a bad note, and especially if she's asked you not to contact her again. Once you have her responding happily to you, Text Your Ex Back will teach you how to trick her into living her fondest memories of you when she was completely devoted to you and her happiness depended on how much you loved her. So she starts not only missing you, but wonders, what have I done? At some point, her decision to leave you just does not make sense anymore, and she desperately needs you to be in her life again. But that's not all you will do with Text Your Ex Back. It's one thing to have her miss your love and companionship, and another thing to make her feel a throbbing lust for your body, to set off a blazing fire in her sexuality that can only be taken care of by you. You'll be hijacking her sexual needs and pointing them all towards you, while she has no idea that you are even trying to turn her on. Once you have her thinking fondly of you, missing those good times with you, and outright fantasizing about you, tearing her apart in bed, there is nothing that can keep her from running back into your arms, no matter how things ended, no matter what her current relationship status is. Once her heart, mind, and body are focused on you, she's yours. Text Your Ex Back will also show you how to get your own mindset right, so using all the tools is easy. You'll learn how to evaporate away any jealousy you're feeling about new men she's dating, and you'll dissolve any anger or resentment that's in the way of you being with her again. Women can smell resentment a mile away, and it obliterates any chance you have of getting her back. Text Your Ex Back will give you exercises that almost instantly give you a rock-solid confidence that will make your woman feel magnetically pulled to you. And don't be surprised if you see other women you know checking you out or even competing for your attention. The paradox is that once you've gone through Text Your Ex Back, not only will your ex desperately want to be with you again, but you will be attracting many other women at the same time. And once you have that position of power, your relationship is now on your terms, with your partner now thinking about how she can make you happy and never letting you down again. And if you're worried about how she might respond to you once you start texting her, you have nothing to fear because you will now know Text Judo. Text Judo is the art of taking whatever she says, good, bad, or neutral, and sending her a response that makes her desire and respect you even more. You will be blown away by how Text Judo changes your relationship forever, because you'll now know how to respond to any situation over text. And I give you a ton of specific examples, so you are incapable of screwing this up. You'll know what to text back if she's happy to hear from you, and you'll know what to text her when she says nothing back. I'll even show you how to completely turn the tables if she says something outright nasty. You'll be melting her heart bit by bit until she's utterly consumed with emotion and just has to be in your arms again. And if any of this sounds like it will be difficult, relax. Every step is taken care of for you, from the first innocent text to the big talk at the end when you start dating again. Oh, and the big talk is going to be her idea, so you don't even have to risk getting rejected by her ever again. And just so you know, this has worked for other people in your situation, like Joey. Joey from Miami says, I just have to tell you some great news. I started using the Text Your Ex Back program in February after a breakup on New Year's Eve. Because of your program, we got married last weekend on April 28th. Thank you. You saved my life. Let me know if you ever need a spokesperson. And Mario from Chicago says, I took up the program 3 months ago, and well, I wanted to tell you that I got my ex back after 1 month. She called me, and we kind of nagged at each other at first. Afterward, however, she realized that she wanted me in her life and that I was perfect for her. We cried on the phone and got back together with tears of joy. The breakup actually made us realize that we are truly meant to be together and that we are perfect for each other. Now we are getting prepared to celebrate New Year's together. Thanks so much for helping me get my beloved fiance back. Yes, we're going to get married. Thank you again. Now let me ask you, if you could push a button right now and absolutely guarantee the woman you love would be back in your arms, how much would you pay to push that button? Remember, it's absolutely guaranteed, so you wouldn't risk a cent. I think if you truly love this woman, most men would pay thousands for an option like this. But luckily, it's not going to cost you thousands. You can have complete access to Text Your Ex Back tonight for the low price of $197, which I'm going to cut in half to $97, and then cut in half one more time to just $47. Yes, you can have your ex-girlfriend or wife back for only 47 bucks without any begging, pleading, or anything unpleasant. And it will be her idea for you two to get back together. Remember that magic button I was telling you about that would get you the love of your life back, guaranteed? Well, it's right below this video, listed as the Add to Cart button. Press Add to Cart, go through Text Your Ex back, and you will have your lover back guaranteed. If for whatever reason that doesn't happen, you get 100% of your money back, no questions asked. You have a 60-day, 100% money back guarantee on Text Your Ex back. This means that in 60 days, if you don't have your woman in your arms and are having the best relationship of your entire life, then request a refund. Or if in 60 days you are back together with her, but think you would have been better off just letting her go, then ask for a refund. And if 60 days goes by and you just don't have enough time to go through the course, then sure, go ahead. Ask a refund. I won't be offended. I know this works because I've seen the numerous stories of other people who are enjoying the best relationships of their lives from using Text Your Ex back, like Paul. Hi, Mike. Good program. My ex and I are giving it another go. Small steps, but all great journeys start with small steps. Thanks for helping me find myself first so I could have the opportunity to find my ex. That's Paul from St. Louis. And Matthew. I purchased Text Your Ex back 4 months ago after my girlfriend of 4 years broke up with me. I was heartbroken. I followed your program with unbelievable results. Everything happened exactly how this program said it would, and our relationship is honestly the best it has ever been in 4 years. If you want to have your lover back for good, then you need to click Add to Cart right now so you can get started. You'll be taken to a secure checkout page where we'll process your order. Then you'll be taken to the Text Your Ex Back Owners section where you can access all of the content. To be clear, this is not a monthly membership. You make a one-time payment of only 47 bucks and nothing again, ever. To be honest, making this a membership site would be ludicrous because once you get your ex back, you don't need me anymore. You can go off and have a wonderful time with your life partner and enjoy all the passion and romance you've been missing. But you have to click Add to Cart right away while this offer is still available. And I have a few bonus surprises I'm throwing in just to make sure your relationship gets back off the ground as soon as possible. First, we have bonus number 1, Instant Forgiveness with Dr. Frederick Luskin, how to drop any grudge in your life so you can accept and love this person completely. This will help give you the fresh start with your girlfriend or wife. You will know how to let go of things that have bothered you in the past, even if you don't get an apology. This is crucial to making your relationship right, because any dark remaining resentment between you two will cripple your chances of success in your new relationship. Bonus number 2 is the Infidelity Buster with Jan Hall. This will help you heal any infidelity past history between you two, and even help prevent it from occurring in the future. Yes, this is probably worth the entire price of the program alone. Bonus number 3 is called Facebook Romance Secrets. Facebook Romance Secrets is where I teach you how to use Facebook and other social media sites to create incredible romance with your woman, getting her gushing and melting every time she sees a message or a status update from you. No matter where you are, you'll be making her feel loved and taken care of, and her friends will be amazed by you and constantly telling her how lucky she is to be with you. You'll learn how to get her incredibly excited and ramped up for a night out with you by placing little posts on her wall that captivate her with anticipation. And you'll know how to comment on her photos in a way that makes her feel like she has the greatest boyfriend or husband in the world. Now, when you add everything together that you get in Text Your Ex Back, you get the Text Your Ex Back program, $197 value. Instant Forgiveness with Frederick Luskin, a $27 value. The Infidelity Buster with Dr. Janet Hall, a $27 value. Facebook Romance Secrets, a $47 value. Add that all together and it's a real-world value of $279 for just one fully refundable payment of 47 bucks. So when you click Add to Cart and get started right now, you'll have results like Joey, Mario, Paul, and Matthew, who are now back with their soulmates and having an amazing life. You could have the same thing. Plus, there's one more benefit I want to tell you about. When I started Text Your Ex Back, I created a comment section on the content page so people could share stories and ask questions. And now, the Text Your Ex Back Owners section has become a full-blown community of people helping and supporting each other. So any question you have while using the program will be most likely answered in a couple hours, if not minutes. You'll have a full-blown coaching community included in your purchase. You'll be getting help from people who have gone through the program and succeeded. So I would value that at least $67 on top of everything else. But you still get the whole package for only 47 bucks. But you have to act now because I can't possibly keep this price this low for long. You need to click Add to Cart to lock in your price before it's too late. It could literally double overnight. Remember that everything is completely money-back guaranteed, so you have absolutely nothing to lose. So let me ask you, do you want this woman back or not? If you don't really want her back, then we have nothing more to talk about. Go on and find someone new. And please, don't waste your ex-lover's time by using Text Your Ex Back to make her fall in love with you again. That would be cruel, and I do not want this program used for shady purposes. But if you do really want this woman back, then honestly, what in the world are you waiting for? You have the chance to have her back in your life for less than $50, a couple bags of groceries, and it's all 100% guaranteed, so you get every penny back if you don't have the relationship of your wildest dreams within 60 days. I'd hate to see you walk away from this out of some misguided attempt to save a few bucks, and then never have this woman in your life again. I said this program will work even if you haven't seen her in a while, but let's be honest. At some point, she is going to meet someone new, get married, and have kids. When that happens, buddy, I might not be able to help you. It's one thing to take a woman back from a new boyfriend, and another thing to take her back from a new family. The worst part is she won't even know what she's missing. She'll think she's happy, but always feel like there's something incomplete. But she won't be able to do anything about it, all because you didn't step up like a man and take her back. If this happens, tell me, how are you going to feel? How's it going to feel to know you could have had a solid chance to have her again, but you wanted to save a measly $47, so you put it off. And now you're alone, sad, and without anyone. I don't want that for you. Instead, you could have a wondrous relationship with the woman of your dreams, a best friend and lover that takes care of your every need. This is the woman you can be having wild, passionate sex with again, be creating everlasting memories with, and you'll have her running back into your arms, thinking it was her idea. Isn't that what you want? If so, then you absolutely must click Add to Cart to get started. You'll be taken to our secure checkout page and start your 60-day trial of Text Your Ex Back. If you don't get her back, you get a full refund. Easy enough? This is your last chance. It's only a matter of time before she starts dating a new man she thinks is the one she's supposed to be with. You don't want her to start a sexual relationship with a new guy when you could have prevented it, right? It's time to get started. Click Add to Cart and bring back the best relationship of your life. You've already seen the success stories of men who have won their women back, like Tim, Robert, Joey, Mario, Paul, and Matthew. And when you have your woman back with you again, I hope you'll give me permission to share your story too. I'm Michael Fiore, and I'll see you soon. Click the Add to Cart button right now and enroll in Text Your Ex Back while you can.